Yes, sir, they thought they put over a fast one. They stole 100 government mules and changed the U.S. brand like this to make an '08 brand like that.
Did they get away with it?
They did not. They forgot that government mules are branded on the hoof, too. But they had the nerve to go and try to sell the mules to the same army post they stole them from.
Hi, Matt. Hello, Tom. Hello, boys.
Why, hello there, Mr. Moore. How's everything up on Grimes Creek?
Oh, lonesomer than ever since my girl's grown up and visiting her friends all over the coast. I just come into town and thought I'd pay my debts.
Oh, there's no hurry, partner. We're willing to carry you for those yearlings.
After 6 months on my range, they're ready for the market. Here's a bank draft for your money. $10,000 with interest.
Well, as I said before, there was no hurry. You know, we considered this note very good security. However, there it is. By the way, where do you aim to ship to?
Oh, the beef market's good in El Paso.
Well, I'd advise you to ship anywhere else but El Paso.
Why?
So as to keep out of trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah. The brands would be recognized in El Paso. All the cattle come from around there.
Did you sell me stolen cattle?
At a bargain.
Why, you...
Steady now. You know yourself you can go to jail for venting those brands.
The law says you're as guilty as we are, so shut up.
I've been an honest cattleman all my life, and I am too old to change now.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to the sheriff.
No, you're not.
Don't try to stop me, Matt.
You're staying right here, Moore.
Dead. Now what are we going to do?
Get him outside. We'll leave him someplace. Make it look like he was robbed. Where's the boss?
Boss? Why, the boss is dead. Ain't you all heard about it? Somebody shot him and robbed him, left him laying in the street.
Yeah, we know all about that. But who's running the place now?
Well, Bud Ringo came over from his ranch to take charge for a spell.
Howdy, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
My name is Ryder, and this is Tom Fallon. We're here to collect some money due us from Boy Moore. A $10,000 note.
Why, I happen to know he paid that before he was shot.
No, he didn't. And we've got to protect ourselves. I have here a writ of attachment for every head of livestock on this ranch. Mr. Fallon is a marshal. He has authority to gather up the stock and sell it off. You see, we aim to collect.
Say, you're trying to collect twice. Mr. Moore paid you, and you cashed the check. I can go to town and prove it at the bank.
You'd better not try that.
And you'd better not threaten me.
Why, we're not threatening you. If you insist on making trouble for yourself, get on your horse and get started. Too bad you had an accident.
Too bad for you.
You think so? Take him in and put him to bed. Well, that's that. there's nothing to prevent us from rounding up the cattle and selling them off.
No, unless his brother decides to come home suddenly.
By the way, how long has Johnny been away?
Going on 10 years. Used to be sheriff around here.
No wonder you don't want to meet him.
Oh, I ain't afraid. In fact, I want to see him.
What's he doing now?
Riding in rodeos out in California.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next man out will be Johnny Ringo on a horse no one has ever been able to ride. If he sticks on this one, he will be the acknowledged champion. So keep your eyes on Johnny Ringo. Now coming out of chute number 7.
Try and snap that. Open the gate.
Hey, Johnny.
Well, Uncle Toby, how are you? What's the good news from home?
Plenty bad.
What do you mean, plenty bad?
They've hurt Bud.
Huh?
Now, something worse may happen unless you get back there and take care of him. Now, listen, boy. Hold your horses. If you go in there looking for trouble, your life won't be worth a plug nickel. Who's that? Well, now, just what do you call that?
Used to be a horse. But I call him Chuckline now, 'cause that's what I'm riding.
Well, you rode to the wrong place. No jobs here, cowboy.
Where's the boss? I'll take his word for that.
Over to the house if you want to take a chance.
I'll chance it.
Buddy. Why, Johnny.
Gee, I thought you was hurt.
Nah, just resting. Gee, Johnny, I'm sure glad to see you.
How bad are you hurt, kid?
No bones broken. I'll be all right in a couple of years.
Yes, sir, a tramp cowboy if I ever saw one.
And you sent him into the house?
Didn't I tell you not to let anyone go near that house?
But we thought you was in there.
Ah, you fellas are just done.
There they are now.
What of it? Don't worry. I can handle them.
He did get upstairs.
Oh, hello.
What were you doing up there?
Why, there was a sick fella up there asked me for a drink of water.
Who are you?
I'm just a broke cowwaddy looking for a job.
What's your name?
Ben Bailey.
Just a minute, Tom. We may be able to use you after all.
Thanks.
He sure favored Johnny Ringo, don't he?
Did you ever see Johnny Ringo in action?
No.
He ain't Johnny Ringo.
I'll tell you how we can find out. We'll give him the job, and if he is Johnny Ringo, we'll see some of the shooting and riding we've heard so much about.
All right. You might as well make sure.
Well, I'll tell you, Bailey. Any man that works for us has got to be a pretty good rider.
Well, I've rode some of the best broncs there is. Of course, I've been thrown.
Well, that happens to the best of us. Can you shoot?
Shoot. Huh. My middle name's Colt.
Yes? Let's go outside. I want to see you in action.
All right.
You boys put a saddle on Cyclone.
All right, boss.
Give him one of your guns, Tom. Now, let's see if you can put 3 out of 6 in that fence post there. And remember, you're shooting for a job.
Now, give me something to shoot at. Here. Put a match in that post.
Hey, you!
Carries low and to the right, don't she?
No, she don't. That was high and to the left.
Oh. Well, I'll keep on trying. Now go take a look at your match.
Well, he didn't kill anybody. He ain't the man you thought he was.
Well, I don't know. We ain't tried him on riding yet. Come on, Mr. Colt. Come on. There you are. Now let's see if you can ride any better than you can shoot.
All right, I'll try.
Ride him, cowboy! Stay with him! I go with him! Stay on that horse. Now he can ride. Once he can ride something. Look at that! Look at that crazy fool!
Hey, haul him off.
Wait.
Come on, get out of here.
Oh, yeah, but I know I can...
Listen. Go on. Get your neck broke.
Why don't you let him kill himself?
And have the law out here for an inquest? Oh, no. I don't want any killings on the ranch now.
Well, after talking to Bud Ringo, he probably knows too much. Not safe to let him go now, Savvy.
We'll keep him here. The cook's been belly aching for a dishwasher.
How about that job now? Well, now, if you'll let me try to...
All right, we'll let you try. Come along. Hey, cook, here's a flunky for you.
You wash dishes?
I can try.
Well, start washing.
How's that look?
Gee, that's great.
Tom Fallon just got back with the mail. I heard him say something about a girl coming home.
What did he say?
Well, he said he was going to meet the train himself and bring her right straight out to the ranch so nobody'd know she was here.
That must be Mr. Moore's daughter, Dorothy. Johnny, we gotta find some way to stop her.
I don't know nothing about it, Mr. Bud. I don't cook your chuck. I only told her.
What's that you said about stopping somebody?
Oh, I was just telling him I told the cook to stop burning his chuck.
Oh, you were, eh? Don't pay any attention to anything this crazy fool says.
All right, Mr. Ryder.
What do you know about that man?
Say, where'd you get that tramp? Just look at this tray.
Can I eat now?
Not till you finish them.
Who is he?
Him? Oh, he's just the dishwasher. Meet my partner, Matt Ryder.
Good morning, Miss Moore.
How do you do?
Have a chair. I've got a little business I want to talk over with you.
Here. Does she know?
They tell her now.
They won't let her get away from here till they finish robbing her.
Of course they won't. They told me to fix a room for her, so I put her in the room next to yours. You'll have company anyway.
Gee, that won't be so bad.
Gosh, I'd almost trade places with you for a girl like that.
Well, I thought you never had much use for girls.
Well, I never met the right one. I better go back down. See if they don't get too rough with her.
Why Why, this is an outrage. I'm going to town and get a lawyer.
Nobody's stopping you.
Get me a horse, quick.
How about that, Mr. Ryder?
I'm sorry, miss, but you'll have to furnish your own horse around here. All the stock on this ranch belongs to me.
Then I'll walk.
Don't be in a hurry, sister.
Why, no. We can straighten this out.
There she is.
Bring her in, Johnny. I'll introduce you. You know, I've been telling her about you for years.
No. You better not introduce me. She might let it out.
Oh, I don't think she would.
Say, all she'd have to do is mention my right name just once. That'd be enough for Ryder and Fallon.
You're right, Johnny. Maybe we better not let her know who you are. You've got enough to worry about, trying to take care of me and her both, and outsmarting those tough hombres to boot.
I'll be back.
Who's there?
It's me, man. Is there anything I can do to make you comfortable, miss?
No, thanks.
Well, if there is anything, any time at all, just let me know.
Why, that's very good of you.
I mean it. If ever you want a friend, just call on me in the kitchen.
I may need you. What's your name?
Oh, just call me Ben.
All right, then.
Oh, I beg your pardon, miss, but there's an old friend of yours sick in the next room.
There is.
We'd appreciate it if you'd look in on him.
Hello, Dorothy.
Why, Bud, it's you.
Sure.
What's the matter?
Oh, just had a little accident.
Oh, my dear, I'm sorry. Is it serious?
Nah, I'm all right, Dorothy.
There's only one way to get help, and that's to send for it. Where's your brother Johnny?
I don't know.
When did you hear from him last?
He was at the Golden State Rodeo in California.
I'll get word to him.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Why not?
Well, you might get yourself in trouble.
Don't you worry about me.
Where's the girl?
It's nothing to you. Where's she? You stay away from her.
Just letting her know she ain't too good to eat with us. Oh, howdy, miss.
Come here, you.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Mr. Johnny Ringo, California Rodeo Association. Please forward. I'm sorry, miss, but the mail's out of order until we collect our money from this ranch.
I'll find some way to get word to him.
Maybe you will. It might interest you to know that Tom here has been looking for Johnny Ringo for quite a spell. Come outside and let Tom show you what he can do with a .45.
Yeah. I'll show you what I've been saving up for Johnny Ringo. Come on. Come on. I'm going to use you.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Now stand there.
You can't do this.
Well, I'm doing it, ain't I? Stand still.
Now, wait a minute.
Get back there, you. I've been showing you how I could miss. But if Johnny Ringo was here, I wouldn't miss. Hey, you. Had you worried, didn't I?
Yes, Mr. Fallon. Can I go now?
Yeah, I'm through with you.
Are they leaving the ranch?
No, they've gone out to round up the cattle and horses so they can sell them off.
The thieves. If there were only something I could do. If your brother Johnny were here, he wouldn't let me be robbed like this.
I sure wish there was something I could do for you, miss.
I wish you could, too.
I can try.
That's very good of you. But you better not.
Doesn't look as if there's much you could do to stop him, Johnny.
That was 12 or 15 to 1 against me. Still, if I could get them whittled down to my size.
What are you making coffee this time of night for?
Well, I gotta stay awake till the last dish is clean, don't I?
At the rate you're going, you'll be ready for bed in time to meet yourself getting up in the morning.
Well, that's the horse that nobody could ride. You couldn't even ride him yourself the other day.
Is that the same horse?
Yes, that's the same horse.
Gee, it was all right when I went after him this time.
Where's the coffee?
Here's what's left of it.
You drank it about all up. Well, if you want anything to eat, you want to get around here. Boy, that's hot.
Been on the fire.
All right. Get him up.
What's the matter, the cook-turned-gun man?
Never mind, this is business. Come on.
What's the matter?
Never mind that. Get your hands up. I want to make a little visit with you guys. Start walking.
What's happened to you?
Never mind, I'll show you later. All right, hold it.
Now listen, what's your game anyway?
You'll find out. This is my party. You shut up. Come on, get up there. Come here, you. Got that, don't go off. You're next. Ah. Now I got you. You know, I got a little friend over in the next valley I want you boys to meet. We're heading that way right now. All right, start walking. Straight ahead.
¿Quién es? ¿Quién es ese?
Johnny Ringo, Ramon.
¡Ah, Juanito! Oh, mucho gusto de verte, Juanito. Sí, hombre. Oh, mucho tiempo no te veo.
Yeah, fine.
Who's those men?
Oh, those are three boys that just got attached to me.
Oh, sí.
Here, have one on the boys, Ramon.
Hey, Juanito. So glad to see you.
Guy Ricardo. Here, you have a present on them, too. Say, Ramon,
Eh?
these boys are kind of tired. I wonder if we couldn't find a place for them to rest for about 3 days. Say, the old storehouse?
See? Just strong as ever.
Good.
Johnny.
You lead the way.
Come on.
Follow the leader.
Now listen, you fellow, this is going far enough.
All right, inside. Whoop.
Entra para adentro. I kill him for you, huh?
Oh, no. Don't do that, Ramon. I got some more to round up. When I bring them in, then I want you to do something for me. Now, keep an eye on these guys, because if they ever get out, they'll cause us plenty of trouble.
I watch for you, Johnny.
Adios, amigo.
Adios. Adios, amigo.
Hey, Ben. Go on, tumble out. Time to get breakfast. come on, lazy bones. Get up. You got a day's work ahead of you.
All right.
Not since last night.
Well, that's funny.
Well, something's wrong out there.
Come up.
Well, they might come back.
Heard the news?
What news?
Them 3 men you had riding herd on the cattle last night disappeared.
What?
Yeah, so I heard the boys say.
What do you know about this?
Why, we was there and picked up the 3 horses, but we couldn't figure out what become of the men. There weren't no sign of no fight or nothing.
Well, men don't disappear without a reason. Come on, let's get out and look for them.
Well, I can't...
Ain't you gents gonna have some breakfast?
No.
We got some swell stewed prunes.
No!
Oh, we have to go out and...
Good morning, Miss Dorothy.
Good morning, Ben. Sleepy?
Oh, no. No, not at all.
But you didn't get much rest last night, did you?
Well, I got all I wanted.
Yeah. What's the best you've got for breakfast?
I did see some nice ham and eggs in one corner of the stove.
Fine. I'll have a double order of ham and eggs, 2 cups of coffee, and lots of cream.
A double order?
And in a hurry, too. I'm hungry.
All right, Miss Dorothy. Is that all?
We'll see. Sit down.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. I'm only the hired help around here.
Then don't refuse to take orders from the owner of the place. How's that?
See, that's great.
Did you enjoy your ride last night?
Ride? What ride?
I saw you riding that bronc last night.
Oh, gee, now, just 'cause I can't ride as good as the rest of the fellas around here, don't make fun of me.
Why don't you admit you rode him? I should think you would be proud to ride a horse no one else can handle. I saw you do it.
Well, I was just practicing. You see, I hope to be able to ride good enough someday to be a real cowboy.
And work for men like Ryder and Fallon?
I should say not.
Then why are you working for them? What is a man like you doing in the kitchen?
Washing dishes, mostly.
You know, I could really admire a man who was big enough to become a dishwasher in order to help a woman who was in trouble, especially if the woman was myself.
Gee, I don't know what you mean.
Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben Bailey. Where's my ham and eggs? Where's my breakfast? Try to steal my ham and eggs. Pardon me for losing my temper, miss, but of all the low-down dishwashers I've ever had, that's the most worthless. What's the matter, miss? You look as if you had a fever. Get busy, you.
Bud?
Yes, Spuds. Did they find any trace of them missing men?
No, sir, not one. Them fellers just seemed to went the way of the Indian and the buffalo, just plumb extinct.
You fellers better watch out tonight.
Sure will. They're going to put on an extra guard tonight.
Made that coffee, Spike. Skeet made it. Pretty good coffee, huh?
What horse you keeping up for an eye horse, George?
Bull Hornet.
Bull Hornet, huh?
Yeah,
All right, get him up. Now, don't you fellas start anything anymore, because I don't want to finish it. Besides, I don't want to hurt anybody. Much.
that hombre's taking a long chance. Slim's out there somewhere.
Hope he sees him.
Well, if there's any one man in this section can handle 4 of our men, we got to find out who it is.
Well, they wouldn't have trusted a stranger after what happened last night. Must have been somebody right on this ranch.
We know who's riding the herd tonight. Let's find out who's missing from the bunkhouse.
That's the ticket. Get a lantern. Only 2 men left besides ourselves, and the cook makes 3.
How about the cook's help?
Oh, that drifter. Where's his bunk?
Can't be any of our crowd. All our men are accounted for.
I'll see what Bailey knows about it. Did you hear that?
Who's been riding that horse?
Well, whoever it was left him just a minute ago. Come on, let's find out. Come on. All right, everybody tumble out. All right, come on, everybody up. Come on, partner. Hey, Bill, get up. Partner.
What's the matter?
Come on over here.
Come on, get out of there. Come on, get out.
I want to know which one of you men has been riding that white horse, Cyclone.
I was.
Hey, listen, you. This is no time to get funny.
I was.
You hear that? Get going. Time to get breakfast.
Out and hold the horses and the cattle. I'm going into town and bring out that buyer. We ought to settle the deal today.
How much do you figure we ought to get for him?
We'll take what we can get, and we'll clear out of this place while there's still some of us left.
Another night like last night, and we'll all be gone.
Well, you fellows better be going now. Look after that stock. Well, Tom, I'm heading for town.
Have any luck last night?
Did I? I got 4 more of them locked up in Ramon's storehouse. That's 7 down and 5 to go.
Well, will you have much longer to work on them?
No. They're selling the cattle this afternoon. Tonight's the last night. I've got to get them whittled down my size.
Tom Fallon's going to be hard to handle. He's a tough hombre.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it happens today. Ryder's gone to town. Tom's in the house for the first time alone.
What do you mean?
Well, Mr. Tom, Mr. Matt's back and said he wanted to see you.
Matt's not down there. He's gone.
Oh, yes. He didn't say he'd come back and wanted to see you. He said he wanted to see you when he come back.
I have a good notion of...
Oh, now, Mr. Tom. You wouldn't hit a man 'cause he ain't smart, would you?
Sometimes I think you're not as dumb as you pretend to be.
Ben. Isn't that splendid?
Gee, that's great.
I couldn't have done it, though, if it hadn't been for Dorothy.
I'm sure glad for you, miss. He's a great boy.
Come right in. Now I'll show you my legal right to sell that livestock, Mr. March.
All right, let's see it. Bob March is down there buying the cattle from him now.
Holy smoke, Bob March. Supposing he'd recognize you.
They shoot Bob and I both. Matt's bound he's going to get his crooked money somehow.
Can't you slip away?
No. I can't afford to leave you and Dorothy here with those guys. I'll take a chance. You know, I heard tell once no one ever looked a waiter in the face.
I wouldn't bet too much on that.
Maybe they won't even ask Bob to stay and eat. Even if they do. Perhaps I can keep them from seeing me. Somebody coming upstairs.
Figured you want no trouble while a stranger's here, Mr. Tom.
That's one time you showed average sense. Give me those keys.
Tom, the deal's all settled. Mr. March here is paying us $14,000 for that stock.
They're worth 20.
Yes, but he's only got 14 in the bank, Tom. We may as well let him have a bargain.
Well, as long as we can go right to town and get the money, that's different.
Say, don't you men ever eat? After a morning in the saddle, I'm hungry.
Oh, I forgot. Come on in. Lunch ought to be ready right now. Sit right down there, Mr. March.
Thanks.
Give me your hat.
Get going, you.
Oh. 1 second.
Hey. You was took rather sudden, wasn't you?
Look. I'm sick.
Whatever became of the Ringo boys that used to live in this section?
Oh, I don't know. Just drifted away, I suppose.
Well, I sure would like to see Johnny Ringo. Him and me used to be just like that.
Look out there, what you're doing.
Well, that's all right.
Hey, be careful, you. By the way, I've heard a lot about this Johnny Ringo. Just what did he look like?
Well, Johnny ain't the biggest man you ever saw, but he's one of the most capable. Above medium height, sandy hair, blue eyes, smart as a whip. You know, sometimes he plays dumb, just to sort of fool a fella. And rides like he was born in the saddle. And shoot. Say, I've seen him shoot a pipe right out of a man's mouth. He's a good fellow to have for a friend, but a mighty bad man to have for an enemy. That's Johnny Ringo.
Excuse me, I gotta see the cook.
Down here where Peter is. We stayed there the first night.
Yeah?
And the second night, we could have him over across the border.
Hey! I just found out where those men are.
Where?
Come on, I'll show you.
Wait a minute. There's another man out here.
Let's get him. That's a good idea.
Sure.
Come on, boys. They're right over here.
McKee?
Yeah, they're in there all right, but we got to find somebody to open the door.
Hey, that's him all right.
All right. You're all right.
All right, start reaching.
Yeah, get me.
Ah, wait a minute.
What's getting into you?
That goes for you, too. Get back. Come on, Ricardo, quick.
Sí, señor.
Here's some more boarders for you.
Muy bien.
Guns, Ricardo. Open the door pronto.
Sí,
Come on.
sí, ahí vamos.
No, you don't. Wait a minute.
Dígale.
What's the matter? Here's some more pals for you. Ricardo, beat it to town, get the sheriff, quick. Meet me at the Moore Ranch. You got it?
Sí, señor. But you say the sheriff cannot do nothing. These men here have the law on their side.
Yeah? Well, they won't have tonight. My plans work out. Ramon, keep a good eye on them. I got plenty to do at the ranch.
Any trouble from those two locked upstairs?
No, sir. But I'm worried about the boys. Not a single hand showed up for supper.
What about the four we had left?
Not a sign of them.
Oh, yeah, I told them to ride herd tonight. Missing one meal won't hurt them, but they'll be here for breakfast. You go on to your bunk.
Glad to hear you say that. But I worried. The way men disappear around here gives me the creeps. Good night.
Good night. Johnny Ringo again.
Say, what's your idea of telling the cook the boys is coming back?
Don't you see? As long as we're the only ones left, why cut him in at all? We'll be across the border by the time he wakes up. Then we can have the whole 14,000 just between you and me.
Oh. So you're still figuring to split with me, eh?
Why, of course. I wouldn't double-cross you, Tom. I'm on the level with you.
Well, you're gonna be. I'm taking my cut now.
Count it yourself.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yes, she does.
For Johnny Ringo. What's going on here?
Certainly glad to see you, Jim.
Why, Fallon tried to...
I'll go upstairs and get my brother. He can explain to you how this thing started. Better keep your eye on Ryder here. I don't think that fellow over there will need any watching.
Fallon tried to kill us both, but I shot him and saved Johnny Ringo's life. You got nothing to hold me on. I'm here legally to collect an unpaid note that Boy Moore owed me.
Well, I guess we'll wait and hear what Johnny Ringo's got to say about this.
Yeah, go ahead and ask him for the note, Sheriff. And as far as you trying to save my life is concerned, Tom didn't have any gun when you shot him. You had it.
But I tell you that he...
You keep quiet. Bud'll do the talking. Go ahead and tell him, Bud.
Well, Sheriff, I was over here running the ranch, looking out for...
I was better than that at my worst. Do him over.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ringo.
Oh, Johnny. What's this I hear about your going away?
Well, Bud's all right now. You don't need me.
Bud has his own place to look after, and I'd rather have you.
Oh.
Oh, what I mean is, I need someone.
Oh.
What I really mean is, I need you.
Oh, well. That's different.